This episode of Sideline Warnings is brought to you by Innovative Mechanical, proudly serving the Bay Area since 1984.
Hello and welcome, everybody. This is the season finale of Season 1 of Sideline Warnings. We have a huge guest, one might say, or as JT would say, an elite guest. But before we introduce him, we're always joined by Matty V and JT Jeff Thomas. Fellas, we got a big one today. The center for the New England Patriots, Atonio Mafi. Give him a round of applause, please, fellas. Thank you for being on the show.
Yep.
We've been wanting you to be on the show for like a year now, and we're finally here. For those of you guys who don't know, he got on a jet, flew in. This is an emergency podcast. We're not in the normal location, but he's here for a couple hours, and we said, hey, let's get you on the pod. Neil, thank you for joining us, brother.
No, of course.
We script our practice schedule to fit the podcast. So our podcast is basically just a run through of our practice that we do every single day. Every single day before we get into it, we got to stretch. And today, we're going to get our minds flowing with a little bit of 5 questions, 10 seconds to answer each of them. I got 5 questions for you guys. Don't be scared to write this down. Okay?
Right.
Taking notes here, writing it down. Question 1, favorite genre of music? You guys are on the clock. Question 2, what is your guilty pleasure show? Something that you hate admitting that you watch. Let's get it out there.
I hate that I watch the show, too. I really do.
Question 3, do you guys like listening to music with headphones on or from a speaker? You blast it from the speaker or you put the headphones on? Question 4, these guys are all Division I athletes, so they can relate. Most memorable arena or stadium you played in?
What's the name of Minnesota's?
Minnesota Stadium.
I guess.
Oh, it's something bank? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Chase Bank.
Maybe.
Not sure.
And question 5, we're bringing trivia in. What was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's original birth name?
It wasn't that.
No, it was not that.
Spelling better not count.
Spelling doesn't count.
better
You
not
got it,
count,
you
bro.
got it.
I got it, but get out of here, man.
It's
okay.
Did he go to UCLA? No, he didn't.
Played for the
he did.
Lakers.
UCLA.
He went to UCLA.
Your school.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Neil, let's see what you got for question 1.
Country.
Favorite genre of music you could show the our viewers here, your board.
I'm going with country.
Number 1, country. Wow. Is that an O-line thing?
Pretty much. I'd have to agree with that. Yeah. A lot of the big boys like country.
Good. 2, what's your favorite guilty pleasure show?
Probably Suits.
Suits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heard it's a great show.
I did, too.
Haven't gotten into it.
Yeah. I like it. Meghan Markle.
Someone told me I remind them of them.
3, headphones on or blasted from a speaker?
Blasted from a speaker.
Really?
Standard.
Yeah.
Really? So even if you're at home and you're in the living room, you're blasting from a speaker?
Yeah. Either the Ion 4, like the little box you get from Costco. You know that big ass one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$100 too, something like that. Cheap.
Yeah. Cheap. And it's loud.
Most memorable stadium you played in?
2. I got 2 of them. It's either the one against OU in Norman. It gets rocking there, and then or Autzen.
Autzen.
Yeah.
I was just there.
Yeah.
That's
The
got to be good.
Duckies, dude.
How close the fans are to the sideline.
Exactly. It's
Wow.
crazy.
And number 5, do you know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's original name?
I do not know.
Well, you're going to get educated. JT, what is his original name?
Lou Alcindor.
Thank you. Out of the way.
Lou Alcindor.
It wasn't John?
No,
Damn.
that was his coach, John Wooden.
Good knowledge.
Yeah.
Pyramid of
not where I was
success.
going,
We're
boys.
hitting it with some knowledge.
Good knowledge.
Read a book, Matt. Damn.
Read a book.
He has a book.
Do we need to go to episode 1? Can't read too good.
Audiobook it though.
Audiobook.
Thank you.
Okay. Favorite genre of music?
Rap and country.
Rap
You
and
can't.
country.
Yeah, you really can't see my writing. It's terrible, but rap and country is number 1 and
Okay.
2. 1A, 1B.
You're a big Joyner Lucas fan now?
I am a big Joyner Lucas. That guy's good. He's legit.
Slappers.
And he's a Massachusetts guy. So
Still haven't tapped in.
No, you got to tap in, dude.
Haven't tapped
Matt
in.
is right. ADHD is legit.
And your favorite guilty pleasure show?
Below Deck.
Talk to us.
My wife puts it on at night when the kids are asleep, and it just like runs and runs and runs. And I don't know, like you've seen all these rich people on yachts, and then like all the people like the stewardess and like all the drama with it.
Eating sushi.
Yeah, like and then the chefs. Oh, when the
Yep.
chefs pop in and they're like going bonkers because like they filleted the fish incorrectly and they got like everyone's complaining about it. It's like it's interesting stuff.
When I was the GA at UNLV, our starting quarterback was on the show. His girlfriend's parents were really rich, so they were on the show, and that was the only positive write-up we got that year. Was ESPN's like UNLV starting quarterbacks on Below Deck eating sushi off naked models,
It's a pretty good show though.
and he had to write a letter of like to the public to apologize.
You gotta have something positive going on.
I was like, we're 0-9. This is great. We got some
You gotta
publicity
win
here.
somewhere.
Yeah, seriously.
Headphones on.
Headphones, walking around, put the headphones on. I do like
Gotta
the
choose
speaker,
one.
but
Your
it's
writing is
headphones.
terrible.
Headphones all day.
Headphones on, and
Yeah.
then most memorable arena or stadium you played.
Lucas Oil, we played them. We lost.
Oh, really?
Like I told you guys, I was 1-11 as a senior at Indiana, but we played in Lucas Oil. That was a cool spot.
That's dope.
1-11, not a lot of wins.
Better
Our
than
one-
0-9, I guess.
Our one
2-11
win was
nice.
against a 1AA school, and that was it.
Dang.
That's how bad we were.
That's
We're
It
2-11. It's okay.
was terrible.
Okay,
Navy.
so I went with punk rock because I started off with as a Blink 182 fan, and Jimmy Eat World, and grew up that. That's what we liked, and I was really afraid of spelling reggae incorrectly and getting ripped on the show. So let's go with punk rock.
It's 2 G's, bro.
I'm not going to go into
He's
it
not
because
gonna
I'm still
go
going to
into
get
why
ripped.
he Might have misspelled it, but you can figure it out.
Guilty show, New Girl. I've seen it like 9 times, but now Jeff has put me on Summer House.
Summer House.
But
It's a phenomenal show.
It is good, dude.
Oh my god! And then they have Winter House. There's so
Yes.
many episodes.
They had the COVID
It's
house.
so great.
It's wild.
There's a COVID house.
Dude, they literally
I got
went
time to
house
binge.
together during the COVID. The COVID.
The COVID.
The vid.
The COVID.
I got headphones.
Headphones
like being loud. You know, ignoring everybody else. I first started with the University of Minnesota's home stadium for the best location, and then I remembered we went to the Cotton Bowl. That was a really historic place to play. That was really cool. So my junior year, we played the Cotton Bowl against North Texas and got our butts kicked. But that's
I also
still
lost
there?
to North Texas too.
but went to the bowl, so that
Did
was
you
cool.
guys play North Texas?
No, they're below them.
What?
They're below them.
Wait, what color is their school?
Green.
Black and green.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. No.
Based on colors. And yeah, I don't know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's real name. I went with John.
Lou Alcindor. That's it. Well, that's going to do it for our stretching. We're getting into it. Now, when we have a special guest on the podcast, we put blitz on cans after. Okay, sometimes the defensive guys run a little late, so we got to put special tees first. All right, now that we got a special guest, Neil, we're going to be asking you some questions. Just talk to us. What was your youth like growing up? We grew up in the same neighborhood. You moved around, that kind of thing. Tell us how you grew up. Let's start K to 8. What was going on there?
K to 8. Okay. Shoot. My parents, mom and dad. Mom used to work. Well, she actually still works at the airport, and she had a babysitting job too. Dad, as you know, music director at St. Tim's.
Yes, sir.
So I grew up in the church, and then just one older brother. Yeah, grew up in Shoreview. Bounced around a lot. Spent some time in Tonga as well. But yeah, St. Timothy's, and then Tonga's High School back in the islands.
Yep.
And, I mean, I don't know. I had a really good upbringing. My parents made a lot of sacrifices. Didn't really think life was too hard until you look back at it as a mature person now. I realize what exactly my parents had to do to get me to this point. But yeah, like my parents did a really great job of making me and my brother like happy, So
Totally.
so yeah, exactly. Like big family, as you know. So really had a good time. Kindergarten through 8th grade, I guess.
Kindergarten to 8th grade, and you guys were always happy kids too.
Yeah, for sure.
The best.
Is that what we're going with? A mature person? You're a mature person now?
I'm trying.
He's trying.
I'm trying, man.
He's trying to grow
He's
up.
grown up. He's forced to grow up now.
Had to try.
Yeah, bro. That is
Yeah.
great.
Now you're an adult. So let's go to high school. Okay, you grew up Shoreview. You're K through 8, St. Tim's. Then you go to Sarah High School. What kind of led you to Sarah? Did you ever play football before Sarah?
No, I didn't actually. I didn't play football before Sarah. Did some stints at Next Level.
Yeah.
Summer camps and stuff, but
Sponsor us.
what do you call it? But yeah, I never played football before. But as you know, like I had a lot of cousins that went to Sarah. Grew up watching all of them play there, so kind of knew that I wanted to end up there. And started in 2014, I think, and had a really good time. Won a state championship there, and it set me up to make it to college.
Sure. Was your brother the first one to play football in the family?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Shout out Tita.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love you, Tita. You're the best.
Thank you, Tita, for paving the way for Moff.
Yeah, so this is where it gets interesting here. Not everybody knows this, but like I was there when it happened. So the summer before your junior year, I remember you hopped on a plane, you went back to Tonga that summer.
Yeah.
How close were you to not coming back?
Actually, really close. So the thing was, shout out my brother. I'm about to air him out a little bit. So, he barely graduates from Sarah, which he wasn't supposed to graduate, but Sarah gave him a chance. Shout out the board of administrators for working with him on that one. I remember walking in my sophomore year, and they're like, "What are you doing here? You failed summer school," to my brother. But they worked with him, made him do extra classes and stuff. But yeah, right after that, my parents were like, "There's not really any point of you guys staying here in America anymore," because my brother wasn't going to college, and at the time I didn't have any offers. So they were like, "Let's try and play rugby." So they sent me back to Tonga, and I'm playing rugby out there, going to school. Funny enough, I ended up picking up a contract to move to France to play rugby. So the decision was I was going to come back to America and go straight to France after. So I think I got back, and then my mom was like, "We're not doing that. Like, at least in Tonga, all our family is there too, so we can watch over you, but you're not going to move to France as a 15-year-old and play rugby by yourself and stuff like that." So came back to Sarah and played football, and we actually worked it out with the coach in France from the club that once I turned 18 and finished high school that I would go to France. But then I think it was after like my second or third game of junior year, got my first offer, and then it was like, yeah, we're all in on football now.
Yeah.
Who was your first offer?
Hawaii, University of Hawaii, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I remember like you were so close. Like, and how much do you like love rugby? Because I know that's one of your things.
Yeah, I love rugby so much, and like to this day, I'll die on that hill that I'm a way better rugby player than I am at football.
Whoa.
Yeah, and yeah, like not to toot my horn, it's a lot saying I'm in the NFL now, but I'm telling you, I'm way better at rugby than I am at football.
Do you think that's why you're a good football player, because you played rugby?
Yeah, I definitely think it helps me with
sometimes
like being athletic. Yeah,
it doesn't correlate.
Sometimes. Yeah, so I definitely think it's helped me a lot. But yeah, rugby is definitely something I'm better at.
You just wanted to carry the ball, didn't you?
Hell yeah! And I'll run you over, but I'll sidestep you too, though. Trust that. I'll juke you.
I think we have film of that.
Yeah.
I think you tried to do it at Sarah because we ran a little gate play.
Yeah. It's crazy enough, I scored once, and then I also got stopped once at SI, which is crazy. I got stopped. I got hit by like 5 dudes, and I couldn't gain enough speed to run over them.
So, not one person blocked for you?
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible. No, the guy blocking was running the ball.
It was bad.
Yeah. So this is something I did want to bring up because, we're high school coaches now, and kids and parents too. They always worry about the timing of when they're going to get an offer, and they're always like searching for offers. Your dream school was always UCLA.
Yeah.
Right. And growing up, I knew that was your dream school. You always wore the UCLA gear. When did you get that UCLA offer?
Funny enough, I got that about a week before signing day. I was going to sign early in December.
Of your senior year?
Of my senior year, and I finally got that offer. I was actually committed to Cal for a while.
Yeah.
But I always knew I wanted to go to UCLA, and things kind of shook up where the D-line coach at Cal became the DC at UCLA like the first week of December.
Wow.
The next week I get the call for an official visit there. They offer me, and on signing day I'm signing to UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why UCLA? What was so
I don't know,
just about it?
Always knew I wanted to go to UCLA just because I really liked the colors at first as a kid.
Okay, sure.
But then eventually as I got to high school I understood like #1 public school in the country. I mean, depending on who you argue with, you could say Cal, but I definitely also realized that living in Westwood, right next to Santa Monica, is probably a lot better than living in Berkeley. So
no hate to Berkeley either.
No hate to Berkeley either. People. But it was definitely UCLA always, and if it came really late, and it was funny enough. Coach Wilcox at Cal, and the other DC, I think it was DeRuta or something like that at the time. They're sitting in my living room the night before signing day, and I didn't have the heart to tell him as a 17-year-old kid, like I'm not coming. So they still thought I was signing there, and then on that Wednesday, pulled out the UCLA hat, and yeah, the rest is history.
Got him.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Did they hit you up after you committed UCLA?
Yeah,
or was it just like
curtains? Yeah, they hit me up afterwards, and kind of just went ghost mode. Just like I
What
can't
happened?
answer you guys. Yeah,
Cricket noise.
yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy 2 days.
Definitely. We got airplanes going by.
you got airplanes?
Sorry, we're an emergency podcast scenario. This is not our usually setup.
That plane's going to be picking up Mafi
Oh, yeah.
about an hour. Just
Getting gassed up right now.
that we got.
Speak. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just you text him, tell him to wait. Real
Tell him to wait, bro.
So you get to UCLA. You're 17 years old. This is like your first. You're in Hollywood. You're in Westwood.
Yeah.
Dude, take us through life in Westwood. Take us through UCLA academics because you got your master's there.
Yep.
So how were you able to balance out UCLA and living in Westwood? Any celebrity stories? Like, give us the rundown. We want to hear it.
Yeah, UCLA is crazy, man. You're right there in Westwood. I mean, Bel Air's your backyard. You literally could walk there from my apartment that I had there. Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive is 5 minutes down the road. Santa Monica is 10 minutes, depending on traffic and stuff like that. But UCLA being a big D1 school, you get a lot of help with through academics with mentors and stuff like that, and tutors. So, and school was, not to boast, was always pretty easy. Just kind of, I seen my brother do terrible at school, like made me like never want to do that.
Take me comment.
And, like, yeah, definitely.
That was pretty, yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's funny. Funny enough, we call it in our online room, because you have fine system.
Yeah.
We call it self-suck. It's a self-suck fine right there. But
Is that a Coach Clem thing?
yeah. So it's funny though, but it's crazy. UCLA was a wild experience, man. Like we didn't start off too hot. We kind of sucked my first 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is it truly the land of the beautiful?
Oh man, it's like we call them, like there's just a bunch of high profile girls over there, man. It's different. Like you got influencers on campus all the time.
Oh wow.
Actors,
everything. Like,
And then at practice too, you guys get like the people to train there in the summer.
yeah. Then you got like every NFL player you can imagine. Like OBJ was there. I mean, Russell Wilson used to train there, and you'd had Sierra like sitting up on the mezzanine, and all of us were just like sneaking by and just, just staring at her. It was crazy.
Brady used to work out there too.
Brady
right?
used to work out there.
There was that picture they took where it was like Kawhi, KD, LeBron,
all the basketball players
Kyle
work out
Korver.
there.
They're like all in the UCLA basketball.
And they would it was crazy. Like they would park their cars at the bottom of our locker room, and you just seen the most like ignorant cars you could imagine just parked right there, and you would just walk by them like, make sure no one hits this on accident.
Oh yeah,
because you're cooked right after.
You're done.
Yeah,
You're done.
But yeah, UCLA was a trip, man. Parties were amazing. School was hard, but you as long as you handled school, then you could do the partying, and then you could do the winning in football.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't exchange it for the world, man. It was such a good time. Met some of my closest friends that are there. Played with a lot of guys that are in the NFL now, so it's always good to run into them last year. So yeah.
Absolutely. So I remember watching your first game. I'm sorry to bring this up.
God.
I'm sorry to bring this up. But you're playing D-line.
D-line.
Now you're in the NFL as an O-lineman, but they put you on the D-line. Tell us about your first game against Cincinnati.
Jeez.
Game 1 starting.
So, I'm like going through all the camp. Because remember, I tore my Achilles my first round of playoffs my senior year. So I'm rehabbing, doing all that. I finally start practicing like the second week of camp. And then kind of worked my way into the starting role. And like at UCLA, like at the practices, I was doing my stuff. Like I thought I was that guy. I was like a freshman starting. Like we go out there, first play of the game, we're running a 3-4, I'm in a 0, and they hit a combo, and the right guard hip knocks me into like it was crazy.
Into another dimension.
Bro, he hip knocked me. I'm on my ass. It's bad. I stand up, and like right away, like I see the like lights, and then it just all hits me. I got pancaked like 3 times that game. It was bad. And the funny part is because like I got all the texts from like all the family after. I was like, we loved watching you play, But then I get the text from the boys, like him, vividly remember him saying, like, bro, like, congrats on your first start, but bro, that first play, and I was like, it was so funny because I'm pretty sure it was like an inside zone run, so everyone saw the very first play I got put on my butt, and yeah, that was a rough welcome to college.
We were just in the living room like, oh my God, he's starting. Oh my God, he's starting. Like, Neil, he's in. And then we're like, oh, damn.
We don't know him. We don't know him.
It was like
Did you do that? You know, when you get pancaked, it's never happened to me, so I'm glad it's happened to you. But but like, you know, like when you get knocked up, get knocked down, and you like grab your jersey, and, like look around, see who saw that, and then you like run back to the huddle. Was that what you did?
Pretty much, yeah. And it was funny because that game was terrible for me, and then meetings on Monday, like my D-line coach pulls me to the side. He's like, you have a target on your back, and you know who we're playing next, right? And I was like, yeah, OU. He's like, they're going to be coming after you. Which, funny enough, I was like, yeah, that ain't happening again. Then I went off against OU. But it was funny, man. That first game, like, I was feeling good. That first play happened, and then the rest of the game, I was just like deer in headlights.
But you're super young for your grade too, though.
Yeah.
So you're like 17.
Yeah, I was 17 starting.
Against like 24-year-olds.
He was old, wasn't he?
Yeah, the center was a fifth year, and it was funny. He came up to me after the game. He's like, "Hey, man, like we know you're young. We put you on the scouting report. Like, you know, just keep doing your thing. Don't get discouraged." Which is, I don't know what he's up to, but shout out that guy. I'll never forget that.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
That was like your welcome to the show moment.
Yeah, and he was cool about it, so which was awesome.
Can we go back to the self-suck right there from JT?
Yeah.
A little dig me comment right there. I've never been pancaked.
One time, actually. One time.
By who?
It was bad, dude. I mean, Wisconsin's
now
offensive
Same
line,
center from
bad.
Cincinnati. The guy's legit. The guy's legit.
No, I'm way older, but
He's the fifth year.
it was like you play against all guys who are like literally Mafi. Like they're literally the biggest. Wisconsin's O-line was massive, and Virginia's actually.
Yeah.
But they had a guard. What was his name? Kevin Zeitler. He was a first-round draft pick, like literally number 22 to the Bengals.
Yeah.
And they run zone. That was the team. Russell Wilson was their their quarterback. That was the year they went to the Rose Bowl and all that. But yeah, he
Of course, he was a first round. Of course, he was a first round draft pick.
He was.
You don't want to be pancaked by anyone else.
That's
I don't want to be
so
pancaked in general, but I guess if it had to be somebody, it's a first rounder. Yeah.
First round, it's okay.
We can get that clip too. It was bad. I'm pretty sure I was on his NFL highlights.
That's okay.
Like we were talking to Jason about Vernon Davis being on his lowlights.
Yeah.
I was on his highlights.
Don't worry, I'm on a couple Derek Carr ones. It's great.
Yeah, well.
Hey man, I wasn't even there. I can't even hate from outside the club. I couldn't get in. So like it's all good.
But you can still hate Mafi via text.
That's all good. Yeah. So then you tell us about your weight loss journey. That's like one of the biggest things like that we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and we got our strength coach here too.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear the story.
Like, tell us a story about your weight loss journey, kind of transitioning to O-line too.
Man, that's crazy. Like I said, like I tore my Achilles my senior year of high school, and the kid just went nuts. Man, I was sitting on my butt for 3 months doing nothing but eating.
I didn't help either.
No, like yeah, and it was funny because like all the boys, like I would use the victim card. I'd text them like, "Oh, can I get some food, please? Can you bring something?" I think Jose Montano, he was working at Round Table at the time.
Oh my God, he did work at
Round
Table.
Table. So like I would text him like, "Bro, can you bring me a
God.
pizza after work?" And he's like, "What you want?" I'm like, "Barbecue chicken, baby."
Yes.
Is it the one right next to
Right,
used to be Ray's Barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh no, okay.
No,
the one in
got
Shoreview.
you.
Next to the liquor store.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I show up to UCLA. I step on the scale for the physicals, right? Day one, 411.
Whoa.
411 pounds, man. It was terrible, and I don't even know. Like, I think by the season I was like 390 maybe freshman year, and I'm playing and like, you know, I was keep going like throughout the years. Chip Kelly would always tell me, shout out Chip. He'd always tell me like if you have the talent to make it to the NFL, but your weight is gonna be your biggest problem.
Yeah.
So like every year I'm just working on cutting weight, and then by my senior year at UCLA, I'm weighing 330 and then playing ball. Yeah, and it literally was just working with the nutritionist and doing that elliptical, man.
Just living
They
on
should
that thing.
sponsor me, bro. Really.
They should sponsor me.
Because I was on the elliptical every day, bro.
So the elliptical works.
Yeah.
Because someone doesn't think it works.
Well, I mean, on the proof. Also, like, it saves my knees, bro. Like, I'm
It's
not
good
that
for your knees. It's terrible running form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't need to run that much.
But he's
though.
trying
You're
to
good.
get at that point.
But hey, I have to say, I remember your junior year when UW showed up, and they're like, "Hey, how much you weigh?" He's like, I don't know, like 350, 360. They're like, "Oh, if you can get down to like 320, we'll offer you right now to play guard." I looked at him, I was like, "You ain't no 360." We get him on the scale, 390. I was like, "How are you 30 pounds off?"
Oh.
And then you asked me for Masubi's that night at the basketball game.
That sounds about right.
But it is possible. It is possible if you want to lose that weight, it'll happen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
the nutrition plan there had to be amazing.
Yeah, right? No, definitely. And at UCLA, we were lucky. We had like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We had our own train table.
Late night snacks.
Tried to stay away from it, but I was definitely doing that. But yeah,
you can ask it, Matt.
I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting for this one. You gotta tell us about your freshman year. Going out and getting a late night snack from McDonald's.
During fall camp, when
you
got DoorDashing McDonald's.
You have to tell this
You're
story.
on a meal plan.
This is the greatest story.
Crazy part is it's like, dude, we're staying in the dorms, right? We have fall camp.
You got to shout out the guys you were with too.
Yeah, shout out Tyler Manoa. St. Francis's finest right there. Yeah. Crazy enough, that was my roommate for all of college. We all, like, obviously we had some good battles in high school together, but we ended up at St. Francis, and this one night, so we're not allowed to like leave the rooms. We're not to like we have like room checkers and everything. So this guy is like, "You want to get McDonald's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean you can, bro, but I'm not trying to get in trouble, bro." So I'm like, "Okay." I end up falling asleep. This guy DoorDashes McDonald's, right? But he DoorDashes at like 12. Which bet check was at 10. So I'm asleep. I don't even know what's going on. He goes downstairs. He gets caught. But it was like 12 a.m. But they already bet checked us at 10. So like, we're like, bro, that's so weird. Why is he still here? He wakes me up, like damn near on the verge of tears. Just like, because he knows he's cooked, bro. He knows he's cooked. And he's just like, "I don't even want to eat this anymore." like he's like, "I'm about to get in trouble. Like we're all gonna get in trouble." Like blah blah blah. I was like, "Man, that's so crazy." And now I'm sitting up on my bed like, "That's so crazy." And he was like, "Do you want this?" He's like, "Do you want this?" And I look at him and I was like, "I mean, I guess, bro." So I eat like his McChicken and chicken nuggets and stuff, and he's going through it, and I'm just eating the food like I'm not getting in trouble. That's whatever. Go the next day. Obviously, we all had to do awareness training. So we had like not the next day, but the day after, we have to wake up the whole team 5 a.m. 300 up downs. Tyler has to do 300 burpee box jumps. And then my coaches are blaming me too. They're like, "How are you gonna let your roommate do that?" And he was like, "You made him get your order, didn't you?" And I was like, I didn't even order it. Like I wanted it, but I didn't order it. And they're like, "You're on the meal plan. You're supposed to do it." I was like, I was already asleep, bro. Like, what was going on? But I did eat the food though. So shout out Todd for taking the bullet, man. Appreciate you.
Dude, 300 burpee box jumps.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It was. Oh my gosh.
And the whole team, 300 up downs.
Yeah, so we're out there on the field at 5 a.m. doing up downs while he was doing burpee box jumps, and everyone's pissed, bro.
Like ready to
like,
just murder Tyler.
It was so bad, bro.
Over McDonald's.
What year was
McDonald's. That was 2018. Yeah, my freshman year during fall camp.
And you're a freshman.
And you're a freshman.
And you get the whole team in trouble.
And I forgot. Tyler was doing it, but we also had like unit leaders. So like the oldest guy in the group, they had to do the burpee box jumps with Ty from every position group. So we were on the hit list for a while there.
Oh my Atlanta.
Yeah. That is wild.
So
I love that story.
Fall camp is literally one of the worst times of life.
Tell us about that.
Like literally the worst. Go ahead.
Dude, fall camp is a grind, bro.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, all you're doing is football. Your body hurts. Like, you start off hot, right? Mm-hmm. Day one, you're not in full pads yet. You're having fun. Then, like, 3 days later, you put the pads on. Everyone's hitting, smacking. Like, 5 days go by, and you're just hating life after that. It's just like you haven't seen anyone outside of your teammates. You know what camp eyes are?
Oh yeah,
everyone knows those.
You start looking at
everyone's fighting.
You start looking at the student trainers a little differently. Like it's crazy, bro. Like it's like wow.
So true.
It's like
she got so much hotter.
Threes go to like nines.
Like it's unreal, bro. You're just like, there's no way. Like you've been here this whole time.
Have you been with the offense?
You know what I'm saying? But
What's your name again?
Like it's a grind. You start making up scenarios in your head. Like yeah, she's giving me extra water today. Like no, she ain't, bro. She's just doing her job. But fall camp is different, bro.
You just did 300 up downs. You think she's giving you more water?
Like exactly, bro.
Oh.
But it's a grind. It's a grind.
Did you guys stay on campus?
Yeah, we stayed on campus.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
So we were lucky, but they just put us all in like the dorms, even like the seniors.
Yeah.
They hated it too.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then you transition to O-line. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, how did that go? I mean, that's tough.
So then, like, basically by my junior, it was my junior year, we switched kind of our defense from a 3-4 to like a more like nickel and 4 down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was throwing the ball. Like, no one ran the ball in the Pac-12 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to the Pac. But yeah, like everyone was air raid, and I wasn't seeing the field as much. So I just like go to my coach and I'm like, yeah, can I try out the line and see what happens? And they're like, yeah, go ahead. Messed around and got drafted off of it. So, yeah.
I just want to throw this out there real quick. 'Cause I sent out a tweet in
Yeah, you did.
2016
You did.
Did you?
about you, and it was like, I forget what I said. I said if it was probably when you were D-line, and I
Yeah.
think I even tweeted at UCLA football because I was so mad that you were playing D-line
Yeah.
because I wanted him to be on O-line, a guard, and it was like, if you guys make the flip from Mafi from D-line to O-line, he's going to be a first-round draft pick, I said. So I was a couple rounds off.
Bold move, Cotton.
But I was like, dude, we saw him play, and he was so dominant.
I always said if he started freshman year at O-line, he would have been a first round.
I
agree.
don't doubt that, bro.
I
Like,
100%
I
agree.
mean, things worked out the way it had to, but I definitely think like if I had more film and more time to play online, I definitely would have went higher.
It's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still learning right now, man. So yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, now you're a center.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. We were talking about it earlier. It's like more positions to play on the O-line.
You know,
the
the more you can do.
You are, right?
Yeah, the more you can do.
Sure.
That's
so
huge.
you enjoy your time at UCLA, you playing some big games. You go through COVID. I think it's cool to shout this out, but you come home. One of the homies from the neighborhood passed.
Yeah.
What was, when we were at that funeral, what was the thing that your dad said to him when we said goodbye?
Man, it was just cause rest in peace of Juice, man. But what do you call it? Yeah, he was a big staple in our community. You know, his dad was really close with my dad,
Yeah.
and Juice was one of the guys that like made sure like I stayed out the way. Like maybe like seeing something in me, wouldn't let me do anything that was too silly to get in trouble.
Sure.
So me and my dad, we made a promise to him that day that I'd make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
And I promised that to him at his casket last time I seen his physical body. And then my draft day, like if you watch the video from me, like I shouted at him, I told him, I was like, Juice, I kept the promise. I told you I was gonna make it to the NFL.
That's
so
awesome.
Here I am. So
That was crazy when that happened. So then we go to the draft. You're meeting with all these teams. I gotta ask, Coach Campbell from the Lions, dude, what's your first impression of that guy?
Dude, that guy's a hard ass, dude. He's crazy, man.
How cool is he?
He's cool. He's cool as heck, man. He's different, man. I was just sitting in the meeting, like, and obviously every coach is trying to test you, right? And
Yeah.
and he's just straight up like, he's like, you like to work hard, blah blah blah, and all that. And I'm like, just like, hell yeah, coach, I'll do whatever. I'll run through a brick wall for you.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, no, he's super sick.
Because you wanted to play next to Panay, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. And funny enough, I thought I was gonna end up there or Indy or the Patriots, and ended up with the Pats. But Detroit was different, man. Coach Campbell, I liked their O-line coach there, was really cool, Coach Fraley. But yeah, top 30 visit there was really awesome.
Yeah.
That guy Fraley played in the league hella long.
Yeah,
He was like, what was he, center too, wasn't he?
I think so.
I think
yeah,
so.
he was interior guard. Yeah,
was
was
way
interior
top.
lineman.
Was Miami up there for you?
Actually, no, they weren't that up there.
That'd be a dream.
So you really have an idea, like going into these drafts, like, okay, this team's coming up. They showed the most interest. This is when I should be paying attention as much. It's like,
So it was like, the day of the draft, it was funny. Like I had the highest I would go was round 3 projection, and then the lowest I'd go was around the 6th round. And my agent sends me a list of like, because they have like insider information and everything from scouts and whatnot, and I had a whole list of what teams rated me as like a 3rd to 5th or 4th to 6th, and then one that like a couple teams had me as like a priority free agent.
Yeah.
And then like a couple teams had like no interest. So it was like, you kind of know going into that day. So you're you're kind of just watching the board like, oh, all right, this is the team that has me pretty high up. Like you wait, and just kind of see how that goes.
Yeah. So with that process, there was a cool little write up. Is it true you sang for a team?
Huh? No, actually, I didn't. Or the Green Bay. I sang for Green Bay because they asked me to sing. Because they were like, "What are your hobbies?" And I was like, "My dad grew up in church." And they're like, "Do you like singing?" I was like, "Yeah, I sing too." So I sang for Green Bay.
What did you sing?
My Girl. I'm not gonna sing here. Just like
I was waiting.
That's not happening.
No, we good.
Yeah, but I sang for Green Bay, and then I sang for Good Morning Football. On TV. Yeah, that's right.
You used to sing the national anthem, full padded.
Yep, you sang the anthem at the games, basketball games as well. So yeah.
Yeah, he has singing talents. So
could you imagine like you're watching him sing the national anthem like before the football game? You're like, oh my gosh, this guy is about to destroy me.
He's about to turn around.
But his voice sounds like an angel. Like, what a nice guy.
We'll embed some of that video.
Like, Fergie and Jesus, bro. Fergie and Jesus.
Right.
So you end up getting drafted by the Patriots. What's your first like impression of New England, of Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, the whole thing? How was it?
Dude, it was amazing. I mean, obviously, like dream come true. And then obviously with Tom Brady having played there, like even like Mr. Kraft even name dropped him on my phone call getting drafted. He was like, "We drafted a guy from your high school, and we hope you have the same success as him. Do you know about him?" And I was like, "Dude's name is everywhere in our school." Of course, I know. Like, come on now. But yeah, like first experience going in there was different because like there was a bunch of writings on the wall, and we're in there with my whole rookie class. And he just calls randomly on one guy, like, what did the 5 things it said on the door when you walked in? And none of us could say it, and he just went off. He's like, you think those words are just for glitz and glamour? Like, those mean something. I can't even name him right now.
You didn't learn them?
No, it was like, the first one was like, do your job. Talk about yourself when you're like the media. You only talk about yourself. Don't talk about the team or other players.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, and there was like another one was like put the team first. It was like bylaws.
I feel like those two like contradict each other a little bit.
The Patriot way?
Yeah, the Patriot way, yeah.
They tell you not to like, well, I mean, it's got to be positive if you do talk about the team and other players. Like, hey, shout out so-and-so. He's been really killing it. Like, is that okay? Or they were like, nah.
Not really. It was like literally you can only talk about yourself.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real dig me.
I got to bring it up.
Yeah,
you can either tell the story or I can tell the story.
Cool.
So Neo gets drafted. He comes out from New England that summer, hangs out with us. He's coaching with us. His last night here in San Mateo, Neo and all the coaches, we go out to the bar. We're just, hanging out. It's his last night here. Do you want to tell the story or do you want me to?
That's all you, bro. I think you tell it a lot better.
It's great.
So we go up and we're sitting on the bar stools, and Neo's like, you know what? Put my card down. I just signed my contract.
My bonus.
It's all on me. Put my card down. Our OC Darius Bell looks at him and he goes, you know what, bro? Like, this is how athletes go broke. My brother played in the NFL, and I watched everyone ask him for money. Like, you don't got to pay for everything. You don't have to pay for everything. I got the first round. So we have a great time. We have a great time, great night. It's all fun. We're all there. I get my tab at the end of the night, and it's like $300. And I look at Neo, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, D-Bell told me not to pay for anything, so he stiffed me with the bill. And I'm like, dude, really? Like, you just signed? You got like millions in the bank now, and you're gonna stiff me with the bill? He goes, yeah, I'm not going broke. Like,
dude, it was funny because once he said that, I was like, okay, I won't pay for anything. But like, once I knew, I was like, I didn't know who was gonna pick up the bill, but I was like, I'm still gonna order like and the way I'm ordering. So I kept going. I was drinking like how I'm gonna drink, and I'm sorry about that, brother.
It was like, you didn't even pay for the food.
50 vodka sodas.
Hey, come on.
You didn't even pay for the food.
And there was pizza too.
Signori's pizza.
And it was like,
I paid for that.
You paid for the pizza. I paid for the drinks.
Appreciate you guys, man.
I paid for JT's Diet Cokes.
Oh yeah, Diet Cokes were big.
Yeah, Diet Coke.
I had like 6.
Yeah. Solid doke.
He's solid.
Unbelievable.
That's your favorite drink?
Dope.
That's the best.
Yeah.
He did make it up though. I went out to Boston, watched him play, and he paid for the whole thing.
Aww.
While we were there, like, I paid for the flight and the hotel, but
he's paying me back right now for being on the podcast. So shout you out.
That's all you need. So then you go up and now you're on the Patriots. What's your What's your welcome to the NFL moment?
Welcome to the NFL moment.
We know you're welcome to college one.
We know you're welcome to college one. Then you balled out. I mean, you had game 1 against the Eagles.
Well, it could have been at camp, right? Like,
could have been a camp too.
Yeah, but I'll say it's similar to like at UCLA how camp felt like, because it was kind of like roughly into like the second week of camp. I kind of knew that I made the team at the time and stuff, and my coach was telling me because one of the guards was already hurt, so he kind of told me like week 1 you'll be starting. Funny enough, my welcome to the league moment came from another rookie, from Jalen Carter. Oh, there's a really bad clip of him hitting me with like a hard, violent club, and I like 2 hands on the ground, ass in the air. It looks really crazy, bro. Like he gets by me and like both hands are on the ground, and I kind of just like stand up. Luckily, Mac got it off. But right after, I'm like, yeah, that's why that kid went to Georgia and I went to UCLA. That's why I was at UCLA, man.
Dude, ESPN did you so dirty.
Yeah.
Because I was watching that game and they freeze the frame. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Dude.
That was wild. That was a crazy club.
What happens in film when that happens? Like when you guys went over that game.
Monday morning, Bill's like in the team meeting, because we watch it. Like it's crazy how much we'll watch the game. We watch the entire game with the team.
As a team.
In the team room. And it's just Bill showing like lowlights of everyone. Then you watch it again with the OC. Then you watch it with the O-line coach. But bro, we're watching it in film, and like he just stops it and he's like, "What the F are we doing here, Moff?" He's like, "Have we taught you how to do this ever?" And I'm like, "No, sir." He was like, "Speak up." I was like, "No, sir." "So why the F did you do that?" And I was like, "I didn't mean to do it." Like I don't know, man. Like kind of just happened, but. Yeah, like those film meetings were brutal last year, dude. Brutal.
Dude, tell us about the lowlights that Bill Belichick made after your bye week.
Dude, after my bye week.
Do the impression because it's pretty funny.
Dude.
He's not your coach anymore, so you're okay.
You're okay.
Unless you plan on going back to UW.
No. No, dude, Bill had some sayings that were like, OP, man, out of pocket. Like one of the funniest ones I'll say just right now is like, you're no glass eater. You're not a tough guy. Like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? Stay inside out. Or he'd make fun of, like, some of the defensive guys for not wrapping up. He'd be like, you look like a double amputee trying to make us tackle. He's like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those kind of things. And, like, you're sitting there, like, trying not to laugh. But you're also, like, we're getting, like, yelled at. So it's, like, it was just so interesting, bro. Like, he had a lot of those sayings that made you want to laugh, but you knew you couldn't.
You're right on. Would you say that Julian Edelman's like impression
is spot on? It is spot on, dude. Spot on. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love watching those videos because he is so good at that impression.
Yeah, like his thing talking about the red gloves.
Yeah,
is so true. When we were at home, we had to wear white gloves for the white jersey, and if you're playing away, we would wear black gloves.
Yeah, you can't see the hold.
You can't see the hold.
Mm-hmm. I got to implement that.
Yeah,
that's cool if we can get on that with some gloves.
Yeah.
Stop looking at equipment.
I'm looking at equipment. Can we get tons of gloves in different colors?
If you get us some sponsors, maybe some sideline warning gloves.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
That would be sweet. Looking for sponsorship.
For sure.
So shout out Cutters.
Oh, banned. Cutters are banned. So how are things going with the new staff, and how is life in Boston compared to LA?
Boston is really fun. I mean, new staff is great.
Yeah.
Shout out Coach Mayo. Really good guy. Brings a different energy. The team loves him, and we're having a lot of fun. OTAs was really fun. We got after it, learning the new offense and everything, but it was a really good time. And then living in Boston, man, Boston's a different city, dude. It's different, like a lot more different vibe than like the laid back, chill vibes of California.
Sure.
Boston.
There's an airplane going on.
Another one.
Jeez, you needed two?
Okay. Nah, Boston's dope, man. It's a really cool city. It's a really young city. Like there's a really big crowd of young people that move to Boston to start off their careers.
Yeah.
And like whether you're like eating out like at a restaurant like in the North End, which really has really good Italian food.
Great.
I love Italian food. Yeah.
Man.
So they have really good spots.
Got to be going crazy right now with the Celtics too.
Exactly with this. I mean, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, but I'm sad I'm gonna miss out the parade. You know. But yeah, dude, it's so much fun. Like rooftop bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
even like the small little dive bars are cool. I took you to one Hunters.
That was fun.
Really good live music. It has a really good live music scene there too. So
That was what I was most surprised about.
Yeah.
The live music is like phenomenal.
it's amazing. Like I've still yet to find something like that in San Francisco.
And everyone's singing.
Everyone's singing
In the bar,
It
wherever
goes
you are,
wild.
everyone is singing.
It's go wild. It
It's
goes
cool.
wild.
Everyone's dancing, singing. No one's on their phone.
Do people in Boston even know of the Polynesian culture?
No, definitely not.
What did they think you were when you?
Big ass Mexican. I'm not even lying, bro. And then I try to explain to them. They're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Tonga." They're like, "Oh, I've never heard of tango before." I'm like, "Bro, what? Like that's not what I." All right, that's not what I just said. Yeah.
Do their accents come out a lot, like
No,
when they're
hell
trying
yeah.
to pronounce these things?
Like it is crazy. But yeah, no, they definitely have no idea about the South Pacific and anything.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, so Hawaii," and then at a certain point, I'm just like, "Yeah,
Yeah, I'm Hawaiian.
I'm Hawaiian." It's like, I'm not even gonna bother anymore trying to explain it to you.
Just start going as Mexican.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Oh, well, thank you for
Atonio.
telling us your life story. I think we all enjoyed it. We all had fun chiming in. But now, I think the defensive staff is here, so we can get the Blitz on Cans. Blitz on Cans is a little hot topic we like to do. And what better way to do it with you? The NFL rule changes. There are a few of them. The two biggest ones are the new tackling rules and the new kickoff rules. So we're going to discuss right now. Here are the rule changes for kickoffs. The new kickoff rules are based on the XFL and include a low-impact kickoff, a landing zone, and other changes. Point 1, the kicker lines up at the 35-yard line. Coverage teams line up on the receiving team's 40-yard line. The returning team can have up to 2 returners in the backfield, and the rest of the team lines up in a set-up zone between the 30 and 35-yard line. Kicks that land in the landing zone between the end zone and the 20-yard line must be returned, and players on the field can't move until the ball hits the ground or a returner catches it. What do we think about this new kickoff rule thing? You're not a fan.
This is bogus, dude. The whole point, the point of football, it's violent itself, and now we're taking this out. They already softened it up with moving it up, right?
Yeah.
So now there was touchbacks and all this stuff, but you're totally taking out almost a third of the game, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And I get it, having the landing zone, and we're trying to protect. At the end of the day, we want to protect Moff. I understand that. I get it.
No tank.
But I know he's not on
Yeah.
kickoff. Return.
They
kickoff,
did.
But
Conley, what was it? The big guy from the Patriots that took that one down.
That took it down.
Bro,
the
that's
second
a great
time,
clip.
Yeah.
that was sick.
That's rugby style, right
But
there.
that's what you
I would
want on
housed it.
kickoffs. And the whole point too, I love watching guys go down on the busting wedges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. That's the sick part.
That's
You
also the-
script for that. Now it's
And
you're
Devin
taking it
Hester
away.
taking it 100 yards.
Right.
He
First
still
play.
can though.
Yeah.
It's making it more challenging. It's
Yeah,
just
but
taking away the high impact because there is no wedges anymore. So you don't need the wedge buster, but then you still have a guy who has the mindset. It's I don't even care. I'm just going to go blow that guy up.
But now it's one-on-one. It's now
Yeah.
you're just beating somebody one-on-one.
You mean a professional standpoint?
No, you're
Be
they're
better than the
running it.
one guy across from you?
Yeah, I get it. But the whole point is he's picking off him, and then schematically for special teams.
Now it gets crazy.
It's
You're going to
now
see
you-
guys pulling and everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I
You
think
got
it's going to be
L4,
fun.
you got L5. You guys are kicking out these last 3 guys on the line of scrimmage, whatever it may be. I'm not a big fan of it, and they're always trying to do something else to take away from special teams.
Yeah.
Being a former frontline guy on kickoff return,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. It would have made my blocks a lot easier.
And you're a special teams guy.
Got special teams player of the year senior year at
Yeah.
UNLV. That was great.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
But when you go 2-11, no one really cares. But yeah, I'm over here trying to block these. I'm at 210 at the time. There's some 35-year-old from BYU just screaming down the field at 242 with 3 kids on his back,
Yeah.
and I'm having to
Cheehooing.
block him. And he's punching me in the
Cheehooing.
face with full
Cheehooing.
speed. I was like, oh my
As he's
god!
running.
Hit the
So-
weight room out. Hit the weight room.
Well, what do you
Still
think?
made my blocks.
What do you think watching it? You're going to be on the sideline watching
Yeah.
it, right? Before you take the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I've never been on kickoff return or
Means
kickoff.
nothing, whatever.
It means
Yeah.
nothing
get on
to
the field.
me. Let's just get on the field.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I think it's coming towards. Just
Yeah.
let's get to offense and defense and stop
yeah,
taking time away into special tees.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of them it's just a touchback anyway.
It's like
Yeah.
start on the
That's how
20.
dudes make teams too.
But that is valid.
It is.
That's how
Yeah,
dudes
It
they
is.
make teams on
So it's
special.
now
Yeah.
you're kind of taking away
Is it
The
Slater?
value
I was about to say, I played last year with arguably one of the best special teams players ever.
It's been Pro Bowl like 5 years or 6 years.
He's
now?
he's going to be in the Hall of Fame,
Famer.
and dude, his bread and butter was special teams. So
Mr. Slater.
yeah,
Dog.
another
He's
UCLA
still
guy.
on the team.
No, last
No,
year was his last
Last
year.
year.
Damn.
Last year. And he was still Pro Bowl.
Still Pro Bowl,
Wow.
Dude, that guy's had a career.
dude, long, and he's a
Yes.
UCLA guy too.
I
So
love that.
yeah,
Four, is that, what do you guys say? Fours up?
fours up, baby,
Fours up.
fight off.
I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay, rule change 2. Hip drop tackles are banned, which is a technique where player drops their weight onto the runner's upper legs.
Yeah,
What do we think about that? So you're to kind of visualize
We talked
it,
about
you're
this a little.
you're kind of wrapping up, and then you're just kind of just dead weight body falling.
Because of the stupid technique that everyone's teaching. Go back to tripod head across, and you don't have these issues.
I think that's where it originates from, 100%.
You're keeping your head on the same side. You're going with a shoulder injury, and now you're trying to stop somebody with just your shoulder. Grab them and then pulling them down. That's why the hip drop is happening. You're not
Yeah.
getting your head across. You get your full body up.
Hey, you're not
Yeah.
running through someone.
So
You're just
true.
tracking the near.
that's why the hip tackle's happening. Because if it's not a hip drop, you're letting the guy go. Wow, that was loud.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a good slap.
Yeah, hip drop's tough. Yeah, like you said, it just hits on bad technique, and also
It's taking
Like,
guys out, like you said.
it's taking the best players out. Like that's just the way it goes. And like I brought this up in the pod previously. It was like Jordan Travis, the dude from Florida State. Like, yeah, they don't beat Georgia, but they also don't lose 63-0. I think.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it might be competitive, but at the end of the day, it's
The tight end from Baltimore as well. Like Baltimore probably goes
Mark
a little
Andrews,
bit. Yeah.
all those guys.
Like I get it. It's just I feel it's a technique issue because they're trying to save from concussions and tripod head across and keeping the head out of it. But now you're seeing more shoulder injuries from this near hip, near shoulder. So that's why now we have to outlaw a hip drop.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
You're an offensive guy, so
Yeah.
let's go.
I mean,
More flags for you guys.
yeah, definitely, which is good. But I mean,
Boo.
that's the way the game is now. It's all about the offense, bro. Which I get it
Sells.
from a defensive standpoint. It's kind of BS, man. Like you're limiting the way they play, which
like-
is not good at all. Like if you're a fan, if you love the game, like you don't want the defense at a handicap. But
Oh, sure.
also you gotta protect the money makers, man. You gotta
do.
protect the Patrick Mahomes, the Jamar
People that
Chase,
put
like
people in the stands.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, the offensive players.
Tyreek Hill, you got to protect him.
Like all these dynamic offensive players, you got to protect them. Like the moment you get one of them hurt, that'll hurt viewership.
Offense sells.
yeah.
It's like arena football. You
Yeah.
see those
Yeah.
scores are like 65-48.
Everyone
Like,
wants,
yeah.
everyone wants to see points, man. Like you see a really good defensive game where no one scores. Like everyone's gonna say that game sucked.
Like
when
what-
when it was like two defenses going crazy.
The SEC champion. Well, was it the national championship when LSU played Bama? And it was like 14-7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no one wants to see
don't
that.
wanna see
It doesn't
Or
sell games.
When the Pats beat the Rams,
10-3.
it was
Yeah.
10-3.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, that game sucked. But it was like a defensive masterpiece game.
Oh,
Exactly.
Like on
it
both
was.
sides of the
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
was a defensive masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But
you gotta do what you gotta do.
you are kind of a fan, not really a fan for the viewership, but a fan because you play offense.
yeah,
I want the hip drop to be in because I just don't want to see players come out. Like I
Yeah.
want to see all the best players. And it sucks too when like someone gets hurt and they're gone because of some tackle. But it's like the same thing with horse collars, right? So you put that in the same.
Yeah, that
type
used
of
to not
deal.
be a rule.
Horse collars
Yeah.
is 15-yard penalty.
40 years
Check out my high school highlight tape. Oh, tossing fools.
High school
that's
wasn't a
it.
rule till recently. Something like that.
It was great.
All right.
But I mean, it's the same with a guy coming across, like the whole head-to-head contact.
Yeah.
Like lowering your head, keeping your eyes up.
But you can't like hits across the middle and all that stuff.
It's
like,
so everybody's protected now.
It's some. I was watching a highlight film of like the 80s or the 90s.
Oh,
Bro,
they're
it was
crazy.
like dudes are going across the middle and they're getting decapitated
Without the
That's
ball
what
even
I
thrown
wanna
to
see.
them.
I want to see that stuff.
Without the ball thrown to them.
Exactly. I think it's the greatest.
That's
but
why-
like, maybe protect a little bit on certain types of tackles. I understand that.
Why we're getting closer and closer to flag football, honestly.
so, yeah, it's almost 7-on-7.
Yeah.
low-key.
You're going to be seeing like NFL guys soon enough, not even with thigh pads and knee pads. They're just going to be wearing basketball shorts. Or
They don't wear
the
thigh
7-on-7.
pads and knee pads anyway.
I know. So
You wear
like, what's
thigh
the
pads, knee
point?
pads? Very small ones.
I
Knee
wear,
braces.
I wear like the receiver knee pads. Like they're
Yeah.
like maybe that small.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't cover your knees, huh?
No,
Well,
no,
like,
you guys all have knee braces on,
Yeah,
don't you?
Oh, not in the NFL.
on the NFL.
College, yeah.
College, yeah, but NFL, like, bro, like, it's gonna like these D linemen, arguably the D ends are the best athletes on the field, in my opinion.
They're running 4.4s and 4.5s.
At like 260. Like, there's no way I'm wearing knee braces. Like, I got to be able to get back. So I'm not wearing knee braces, man.
Every split second counts.
Exactly, bro. Everything's so bang, bang.
Especially you got a rookie QB now.
Yeah.
You got to keep
Shout
that
out
jersey
Drake.
clean.
Shout out Drake, man.
He's a cool guy.
Great guy. Love the kid, man. Real country. It's like
Love the kid.
Yeah.
Love the kid.
Love
He's
the
like a year younger than
kid.
you.
Look at this vet.
I'm a year
You're
too
a
man.
vet?
I'm just kidding.
You guys are probably like the same age though.
It's funny enough. A lot of the rookies are older than me. Yeah.
COVID.
Shout out COVID, man. Helped a lot of people.
Yeah, helped a lot of people.
Could you imagine if you were a reclass?
Man.
What went to Georgia?
I would have transferred somewhere else after sure. No,
All right, well, that's our hot topic of the day, Blitz on Cans. I think we're all warmed up. We did special teas, Blitz on Cans, warm up. We're going to get into play the game. And everyone's favorite, we got blind rank. Pull those whiteboards out.
How many are we
write
looking
this
at?
down. How many are you looking at?
5.
We're going to go blind rank 3. Just 3.
Yes.
All right, we're going to explain it right after.
Blind ranking's always a good time.
Always a good
I
time.
always screw it up.
This is actually a blind rank start, bench, cut. Actually, it's not even really a blind rank. It's just a start, bench, cut. What am I talking about? We're going to go start, bench, cut. Ready? M&M's, Skittles, Reese's Pieces. You got to start one, you got to bench one, you got to cut
It's not
one.
really blind.
It's not blind. That's what I said. I was like, we're not even really blind ranking. We're
Say
start,
'em
bench,
again?
cutting. M&M's, Skittles, Reese's Pieces.
Now, when we talk about Skittles, originals, we're just talking originals, all that stuff.
Best of the best.
All flavors.
Whatever.
Tropical. The rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah, we're good.
Neo, start us off.
starting Skittles.
You're starting Skittles.
Yeah. I like fruity snacks.
Whoa. Oh.
Close.
Whoa.
Then M&M's.
Uh-huh.
And then Reese's. That's right. Not a really big fan of Reese's Pieces.
Don't show that
yeah.
board.
Yeah, but
That
I
says
mean,
Reese's.
yeah, I definitely misspelled it.
What was your Wonderlick score? Anyways.
Okay. I should touch it high on that. Thank you, sir.
He spelled Reese's like recess.
Hey.
Hey, it's all good.
Don't worry, I had to cheat off Jeff to make sure I spelled it right.
Starting Reese's.
Still don't think
That you're starting it?
Starting Reese's.
Really?
Bro. Like,
Really?
It's literally. I mean,
Agreed.
You got the peanut butter cups.
Ugh.
Then you got, what's it called? The fast breaks, which are Reese's. Actually, if I'm going to anything. Reese's fast breaks?
I don't know. I just do Reese's
I just
Pieces.
went holistic with whatever Reese's has got.
They got a lot of good
Oh,
stuff.
so you're counting the peanut butter cups?
Peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
We're talking fast
Well, it
breaks.
kinda changes
You said all of
things.
it.
We're talking.
I said all the Reese's Pieces, all the Skittles
Oh, yeah.
flavors,
I'm
chocolate,
still,
whatever.
it's literally
Okay,
my
I'm
number
still
one.
good. But
It's
I'm
still
good.
number one.
I'm still good.
Reese's
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Pieces.
Skittles is benched, and then M&M's is gone.
What about
Not-
peanut M&Ms?
Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan.
Wow.
I mean, I got the same. I
Yeah.
got the same order.
Really?
Reese's Pieces are my favorite, like movie snack.
Really?
Amazing.
It's good
I would
stuff.
Literally.
cut the Skittles.
And then I throw the Skittles in there because I love sour Skittles, or the purple bag.
Oh,
Tropical.
Purple.
Tropical,
goes
solid.
good. Yeah.
M&M's. I mean, it's a solid
Yeah.
little dish on the table.
Okay.
Peanut M&M's are the best.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Brownie cookie ice cream. Start, bench, cut.
Wait, but what if brownies and cookies are in the ice cream?
That could be a... No, actually, that's not fair.
How is it not fair? What if your favorite flavor of ice cream is cookies and cream?
Two different things, Matt.
Then it counts, Matt. Then it counts.
Two different things, Matt. Why he always makes everything so difficult?
Well, because you
Always
guys
on
don't.
the show,
you
bro.
you need to
Always.
clarify. You need to clarify. And then you guys just make up rules. Got to choose one. Those are the rules.
You make up rules.
Yeah, you make up rules all the time.
Continue.
Start us off.
Ice cream, brownies, cookies.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Ice cream bread. What do you got?
Ice cream, cookies, brownies.
You wrote
It's
ice
not-
cream twice.
Oh, ice cream cookie. I did write it twice.
CTE.
CTE.
We say I'm making up rules. This guy's not even following the rules. Jeez.
I got CTE. That's wild.
Dude, I'm cutting ice cream, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I start the brownie.
What about does milkshake count in ice cream?
Yeah.
So you're giving up milkshakes?
Yep.
Wow.
Dude, ice cream
Ice cream goes hard, man. There's nothing that beats ice cream.
You're an everyday ice cream kind of guy. A lot of people do.
I love
Like after a nice meal.
Literally, I dropped Jeff off at home the other day, and he gave me ice cream to take home. It was phenomenal.
Oh, good.
My wife ordered it.
Good.
Shout out Ben and Jerry's Fish Food.
Ben and Jerry's.
Sponsor.
Ben and Jerry's does it.
Sponsor.
Next one, just because we got Neo. Neo's a big country guy.
Oh, yes.
Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs. Got to start one, got to bench one, got to cut one. I'm interested in your answer. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
Starting Luke.
Starting Luke Combs.
And then benching Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Cutting Chris.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
He's the best singer of the three.
Chris? No, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
But like Luke and Morgan, definitely if I'm out with the guys or
Those top
something,
two in the game.
they get you going, bro.
For sure.
They get you going.
They do.
What do you think?
Wallen for sure.
Wallen, you're starting Wallen.
And the fact that Homeboy's like literally throwing chairs off like 8-story buildings.
In Nashville, I gotta get out there.
Selling out.
I gotta get there.
I'm happy to go with you.
We gotta go out there.
City. But yeah, Morgan, that guy's literally killing the game right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luke, I like him. He's got some good. Is he the guy who sings that? I forget the song, but they all make all these replays off of it and stuff like that. I'm way off right now. Anyway, and then I'm benching Chris.
Cutting Chris.
Cutting Chris. Yeah, cutting Chris.
Morgan Wallen, start. Chris Stapleton, bench.
Yep.
Cut Luke Combs.
We got to give some love to Chris, dude. He's amazing.
That's why.
Nice.
He is legit.
He is.
He
He's
is
legit.
so
But he's
legit.
older though.
Morgan Wallen slaps.
Different crowd.
Different crowd. Yeah.
Different crowd.
Different crowd.
Different crowd.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like me in this group.
I don't even think I listen to any Luke
Like
Combs.
a dinosaur in this group, bro. Straight up. 35.
You guys are in your 30s. We're in our 20s.
Yeah. Low 20s though. Low
Yeah.
20s.
All right.
Not if you. Elijah looks older than me though.
Some people think we're the same age. Not true.
Or you're older.
Yeah, or I'm older.
Phenomenal. Love
Not
it.
fun. Next one. A little one that, us guys,
These erasers.
we all love.
My bad, everybody.
Yeah. Grease board. Ham, turkey, salami.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ham, turkey, salami.
This is easy.
Easy. Whoa. Salami one?
Ugh.
Start
Oh,
with me.
no.
Start with me.
Oh,
nasty.
Start
no.
with
I got to
this.
start with you, bro.
That's
Okay.
disgusting.
Salami.
And you're cutting turkey?
Bro.
Salami.
We'll get to it in a second.
We're talking salami.
Oh.
Salami and Swiss.
Oh, we all got different ones. Here we go, boys.
Literally maybe one of the best snacks of all time.
Dude, just dip it in mustard.
Yeah. Salami and Swiss. Mac Dre also said it. Salami and Swiss piled
On a Ritz crack.
Called the.
Can't finish that
I
one.
can't finish
In the comments, finish that lyric.
But salami and Swiss piled on the Ritz crack.
Stop.
Amazing. Turkeys too. We're keeping that on the bench. And
What's
then
up,
ham,
Alice?
we're cutting ham out.
Oh
What's
my
up,
God.
Alice?
Crazy.
Neo, what are you thinking?
I'm going
I noticed
ham,
that.
turkey, salami, bro. Salami's nasty.
Salami.
You don't like Italian. I thought you liked Italian food.
I do, but salami to me is disgusting.
I think it's the smell. You got to get past the smell.
Nah. That and bologna, I can't stand those.
No,
two.
bologna's out.
Bologna's out. Didn't even
Bologna
make-
ain't really meat.
It's out the club.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
a
out
little
the
mix
club.
of
No,
everything.
sir.
Like that's
out
just
the
disgusting.
No, sir.
Not me. So if you get a sandwich, you go ham?
Yeah, I'm going ham and provolone, bro.
Oh,
Ham,
absolutely.
provolone, bacon, little banana peppers, little lettuce, toast it.
Okay.
That's fire.
All right.
Yes.
Ham, salami, turkey. Cutting turkey.
That's like a staple,
That is
dude.
wild.
Turkey
Turkey
is a
doesn't have-
staple.
Didn't
Every
expect
time I have
that.
turkey, something has to be with it. It's ham and turkey. Turkey bacon. Turkey avocado. There's always has to be something. Turkey by itself, nope. It's always impersonating something else. There's turkey bacon. There's turkey ham. There's turkey this. There's turkey sausage. Be yourself, turkey. If you're that good, be yourself.
Oh, you know what, man?
You see Black Forest ham. It's not ham turkey.
What about just
You
like
see
a
honey
straight
baked ham?
turkey? What about just a straight turkey on Thanksgiving?
We talking
That's
Thanksgiving.
literally- We're talking
That's
Thanksgiving.
only the
so-
dark meat. Lamb stew dry, and it's got to be just drenched in gravy.
That's insane.
But I will say, Capistrami's, they have the Capistrami actually. No, I forget.
Capistranos.
Oh no, the
Whatever it is.
Bobby, and it's basically a Thanksgiving sandwich. It's like stuffing, cranberries, and then that turkey.
Oh,
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
turkey's out. I always have to combo it with something. So be comboed with something, you're not that great by yourself. So
wow.
another great.
All right,
sell
there we
me.
go. And that's going to wrap it up for Play the Game. Now we got a little scout team, a little fun topic that, we like to talk about. Here's our scout team segment. In honor of the U.S. Open just basically ending, shout out Bryson DeChambeau.
Damn.
Really, really cool.
Shot on 18.
And your father passed away recently, and then you win it on Father's Day. Oh, my God.
Huge.
That's amazing.
Storybook.
You guys, what is your dream foursome to play golf? Anyone in history, you choose you and 3 other people.
Wow.
Anybody, your dream foursome, who you want to go.
I'm putting
play
Jeff
golf
in
with.
mine because he's a great caddy. I've shot the best round of my life just because
Really?
Jeff helps me out.
So you can go 3 people. You could say
I got to bring Jeff.
anyone in history, play golf. Let's assume they know what golf is. So if you want to say Jesus, he'd probably shoot like 60 under or something like that,
He
right?
would hole in one every hole.
I was
I
about
know.
to say.
So let's hear it.
Dang, me or Moff or Maddie?
I already got one in.
I think my dream foursome, I'm thinking Tiger and Phil for sure.
Okay, so you're gonna go pro athletes.
Well,
I was gonna
there's
go with
2.
funny people.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. Tiger, Phil, and probably Jordan.
Oh,
That would be my foursome. Here's the reason why. Phil on the golf course, if you ever watched him play and just like his banter and his like,
He's always having fun.
he's always having hella fun. So I'd want him as my partner, and then he would make the stakes and the odds per hole because that's what he does. If you watch him like with anything, like he just was with Bryson DeChambeau, they were playing a course, makes all the stakes, the odds, does all that stuff, which would be super fun. Jordan, just to pick his brain, and then just to watch Tiger, like prime Tiger, like we're talking the greatest golfer literally of all time, just to see his swing, probably ask him some questions, get some help, get some reads, do all that stuff. I think that would be a dream foursome right there. Phil, Tiger, and Jordan.
For the sake of the matter, I'm going to take you out of this one, even though you're in my dream one, because
Thank you.
you help me out. But I will have to say, get a little sentimental for a sec
Okay.
with my grandpa.
oh yeah.
Passed away before I ever got into golf, and I used
Yeah.
to go over to his house all the time. Like, why are we watching golf?
Yeah.
There's other sports on. I'd get annoyed.
Yeah.
But I wish I could play with him one time.
Yeah.
2, John Daly.
He's in mine.
John Daly.
He's in mine.
And then 3, Ty Cobb.
From like the Major League Baseball .com?
Was it no, the golfer from Caddyshack. What did Chevy Chase's character's name?
Bro,
You haven't seen Caddyshack?
I've seen
I have
Caddyshack.
seen-
I just
yes.
don't.
I thought his name was Ty Cobb. Could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments. But
No, Ty Cobb
Chevy
is
Chase
literally-
in Caddyshack's character.
Okay.
Yes. And
That would be hilarious. How he's going around the green. No, 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 no.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
All right.
Neil, what do you got?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, if there's one person, probably just Tony Finau, just because I know he's Pauly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's Pauly,
Yes,
so it'd
sir.
be cool to be on the course with him, and he could teach me because I've never golfed outside of Top Golf or a driving range.
Yeah.
Um,
It's basically 3 people
Yeah.
that you'd want to like shoot the crap with for like 5 hours,
Yeah.
and you're having fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, I'll tell you mine.
I'll probably just go with some of the boys. I mean, some of my guys.
Shout
I'm
out the
not-
boys.
Yeah, like probably some of my cousins. That's about it. Cause
Like I was gonna say
That's my cousin.
John
that's my
Daly,
cousin.
Bob Marley,
Okay.
and Snoop Dogg.
Wow. Just a.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
No, we all know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we know what's
It's
gonna
pretty
happen.
obvious what's going to happen
Who
here,
knows what's gonna
Elijah.
Put one in the air, baby.
No, we're gonna talk about life and reggae and music, and John Daly will win the whole thing for us. So
Dude,
That's kinda what that is.
JD's legendary. The U.S. Open was unbelievable this last weekend too, by the way. So
oh, Rory choked.
it's nothing new there.
Oh,
I was rooting for him too. He's a guy.
Leave him alone.
I like him.
he missed the putt on 18, right?
He did.
Leave Rory
He
alone.
he put himself in a bad spot, but
He missed the putt on 18,
the
and he
putt on
goes
18.
5 under, and he could have
500.
tied it, right?
he bogeyed 18 to go to 500.
We do a lot of replays here on our show of things that we
Oh,
watch.
Rory,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hurts.
killing me.
It hurts.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for Scout Team. And now, everyone's favorite, your favorite, Gasser.
Gassers.
It's terrible.
Did you ever make a gasser?
No, I had my own times.
That's it.
That and track tests. On the track test, like I literally was like, I'm not making them times. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like bench me? No, it's not happening.
Oh, that was
Bench
dangerous.
me and I'm
that
going
was
to
suck.
that
That
was-
was so suck.
that
we all
was-
knew.
bench me and I'm playing
No
rugby.
one's
Yeah,
benching
yeah,
you,
like-
bro. We know
No
that.
one's benching
Yeah.
you. So for today's Gassers, which is nutrition, not punishment. It's, what do we call it?
Nourishment.
That's it, nutrition. Nourishment, not
same
punishment.
difference.
Can you give any advice to the kids out there with a dream? Doesn't matter what occupation it is. Just in 1 or 2 sentences. That's all you got to do.
Probably not to get too religious, but like put your trust in a higher being or something. Whatever gets it going for you. I know I wouldn't be here without, you know, all the blessings I've been blessed with. A lot of ups and downs to get to this point.
Sure.
And I definitely know that I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own.
Yeah.
So that's probably a big thing. And then once you get where you're going, take care of those that took care of you.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely. And then here's my other one, just because we can talk about it. Talk to the Polynesian community. Where are we messing up and what are we doing good? Because we can talk about this for hours.
We could talk about this for hours. Like the greatest blessing about being Polynesian is your support and the people that are helping you. And you got to take advantage of that. But then also it's like a double-edged sword, I guess is the saying.
Yep.
That community also leads into other things that I'm not going to touch on, but it's real easy to get caught up in the wrong crowd. So don't let that get in the way of your blessings, and listen to those that are getting you on the right track, because there's people that want to see you succeed and people that don't. And yeah, just put on, man. We have a lot of traditions, and our culture is really big on athletics.
Yep.
Which could really help you. Like, we're a warrior people, man. Like, we were built for this, built for sports. But that's not also what we can succeed in. There's a lot of different avenues that I'm starting to see our people break into, which is really awesome.
Like having a podcast?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that was
exactly.
dig me. That was dig me.
But yeah, man, just
Bumped up to number 10.
Had to.
But yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say is, man, just trying to stay the right track, and do right by our people, man.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hell yeah. I think that's going to wrap up the episode. Fellas, this was fun.
Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Thanks for flying out here for us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The Jets
man.
are burning right now. So
I mean, it pays us back for that
for that
tab.
night at
You just had to fly here and back just for a podcast. We appreciate it.
yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's season 1 of Sideline Warnings. Season 2 is incoming. The Sideline merch is coming. Yes, we will have it. We're talking hats.
We got a shirt.
We're talking one shirt. We're talking a beanie. So
Maybe some chalk.
maybe some chalk. So if you want, only if you want, buy some merch. As always, follow and like YouTube,
Instagram.
Patreon, Instagram,
Spotify.
TikTok, X,
Apple.
Spotify, Apple playlists. That's it for season 1. So see ya.